Hi, this is Matthew Skolch riding for Westby Racing. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe.
The final race of 2022 queued up. Revs are up. We're away racing, and it looks like the front row got a good launch. Jake Gagne leads the way from Cam Peterson, and there goes Petrucci up the inside. He takes over fourth spot, at least for the moment. He's a little wide, but it's going to be your pole sitter. And then Cameron Peterson in second, and Matthew Skolch. So it's Yamaha 1, 2, 3 with a Ducati in fourth.
I love what I saw from Danilo there. He had to get by P.J. Jacobsen, and he was able to accomplish that right off the bat as Cam Peterson goes through now on Gagne down into Charlotte's Web with Skolch just behind Gagne now and Petrucci. P.J. Jacobsen holding on to the back, and it looks like maybe one of the M4 bikes, Greg, maybe Jake Lewis there in sixth.
Jason, we haven't seen this too much this season.
No, but Cam's been really...
Oh, we got Ryder down to the back.
Maybe riders. It looked like more than one. Is it just one, Greg? It is just one. Have a look and see who that is.
48?
Yeah, is that Joe Giannato, isn't it?
Yeah, Joe Giannato.
Going to see on the left-hand side of our screen, you can see a bike come across. It'll be Joe Giannato. Right side of our screen is the live action. And I like the fact that Petrucci's been able to stay closer. When you heard Giovanni talking before the start of this race, they're just trying to get more data. We know how much data these bikes out in front have from all the years that they've raced here. Ducati hasn't been as active in the series over the past 4, 5, 6 years, obviously, so they are going to continue to get better. So this is really good to see from Petrucci right now, though. Matthew Skolch has looked up the inside of this long right a couple of times. You'll see in the background. Look at there, Greg.
There he goes. Oh, so Skolch stands Petrucci up. So Matthew Skolch with a nice move relegates Petrucci back to fourth place. And Skolch has seemed to find something. So Skolch now, we've seen Petrucci pass him on the straightaway. Will he do it into turn number one? It's braking, it's Petrucci. Oh, and he stands Skolch up. Is there enough racetrack? There is. The third place battle right now, Jamie, is raging on. And for the moment, it's Petrucci who's got the advantage.
And you can see Petrucci gives as good as he got there from Matthew. Matthew went up underneath him in turns 14, 15, 16. And Petrucci returned the favor down in turn one. Just good, close, hard racing that you'd expect from these guys.
Well, he's only 6/10 off of Matthew Skolch right now, and that's going to be encouraging for him because he was frustrated with himself after the race yesterday. He said in the opening stages he made too many mistakes. He rode the bike too hard, and what that did was built a gap that he spent the whole second half of the race overcoming, and that's when his motorcycle was really coming into its own. He made the right choice on tire. He had a great setup underneath him. He has all of those same things today, but he's been able to stay closer to the gap. So over the next half of this race,
you remember yesterday, Greg, he was fast late on, and he started to roll forward and was actually catching Danilo late in that race yesterday. He'll be looking to do some of that same stuff today.
What a drive Petrucci got out of that last corner. Put some daylight between himself and Skolch. The question is Gagne hungry for another win, or is Cameron Peterson going to fight him? I mean, this is where things get a little bit dicey.
Yeah.
If I just don't feel like Jake Gagne is going to throw a shot at him. Do you?
No, I don't. And, you know, Jake always talks about not really thinking about the championship. This is two good friends ripping around the track together right now because these guys get along so well. The whole atmosphere underneath that tent with the crew, the riders, the whole team in general, they're all pretty mellow. They get along great.
I got a team to think about, and if the opportunity is there, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to get a podium. So look for PJ to make a smart pass on Petrucci if he has the opportunity. What we do know is that PJ's caught him. So where is the M1000 RR BMW quicker than the Ducati? We're getting ready to find it.
You never want to see that change, but Cam's definitely found some pace, and that team's done a nice job getting him going. And you can see now P.J. Jacobsen goes up underneath Matthew Skolch. He had been chipping away, Greg, hadn't he? But P.J. Jacobsen has now moved himself into fourth place, and he's got third place right in front of him now.
As we look at that pass, just nice under braking.
And it looked like something had happened even before this in those last couple of corners. It just looked weird.
Now, Jason, here's a battle for the Superbike Cup. This is for riders in the stock 1000 class. They register to be in this championship, Superbike Cup. And right now, it's Danilo Lewis who's racing Brandon Posh. So the number 94 Lewis and Posh, there's a difference in that championship, Jason, by only a couple of points. 6 points the difference in this one. The nod right now goes to Danilo Lewis.
Yeah, and he's just trying to look for any opportunity he can get. They're pretty, obviously they're doing the exact same lap times. Gagne is doing the same lap times as these two as well, but he's 5.1 seconds up the road. And, you know, Petrucci, like I said, Greg, he's probably wondering, probably still thinking it's Scholz maybe behind him.
Tip of the cap to Danilo Petrucci, who retired from MotoGP at the end of last season. Finds himself coming to the United States to Medallia Superbike here in MotoAmerica on a motorcycle that is arguably not well equipped for the Dunlop tires that we race here. And the team put everything they had into it, Jason. And what can you say about the rider, Petrucci, who came here and has won 5 races?
Right when they pulled that bike out of the truck, he said, Jay, we haven't changed a thing since New Jersey, not one thing. And we saw yesterday the dejection of kind of almost feeling like he let the team down, tipping off, and he was hoping he'd get the green light to go try to win one of these races today, or this race today, and he's going to do just that.
Setting him off into the season. Here comes Cameron Peterson, race 2 winner for Medallia Superbike and his 2nd win of the season. Jake Gagne comes across the stripe, and he will finish 2nd and win the championship as P.J. Jacobsen makes a bid from far back, gets by Petrucci for 3rd place. Petrucci ends up 4th.